Tangled, a 2010 American 3D computer animated musical adventure film produced by Walt Disney Animation Studios and released by Walt Disney Pictures, loosely based on the German fairy tale Rapunzel. In the collection of the folktale published by the Brothers Grimm, and it is the 50th, number 50, Disney animated feature film in Disney canon, featuring the voices of Mandy Moore, Zachary Levi, and Donna Murphy. And what's this film all about? Well, the film tells the story of a lost young princess with magical long blonde hair who yearns to leave her secured tower. Against her mother's wishes, she accepts the aid of an intruder to take her out into the world which she has never seen. Before the film's release, its title was changed from Rapunzel to Tangled, reported to market the film gender neutral. And Tangled spent 6 years in production at a cost at $260 million, which, if accurate, is the most expensive animated film ever made and one of the most expensive films of all time. The film employed a unique artistic style by blending together features of CGI animation and traditional animation while using non-photorealistic rendering to create the impression of a painting. Composer Alan Menken, who had worked on previous films, returned to score the film, released on November 14th in 2010, and earned $591 million, and it was the most successful Disney animated feature film since like Pocahontas or The Lion King, I'm guessing. Yeah, this film dominated the box office. It earned so much money and it was popular, and yeah, this film in a way sparked the Disney revival era. And what do I like about it? Well, let's talk about the good. And the CGI is so nice. Like I said before, they kind of, even though this is a CGI film, they really did their research in like 2D animation, and they really made this 3D film look like a 2D film, you know. From that painterly look of the animation style, it's just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful, creating that traditional look of oil paintings on canvases. And many French artists, particularly the swing, were used as reference for the film's artistic style. Glenn Clean originally wanted the film to be animated using 2D, however Disney executives announced that they would only approve the film for production if it were created using 3D. In response to that demand, Glenn Clean held a cinema called The Best of Both Worlds, where he, with 50 Disney CGI artists and traditional artists, focused on the pros and cons of each style. After the meeting, it was decided that the film would be made in CGI, but in a way as to become an extension of the 2D aesthetic look term, which referred to the naturalistic animation that conforms to the fundamental principle of animation as documented by Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnson. And due to limitations in CG technology, especially regarding attempts to capture the complexity of a human form, many basic principles of animation used in traditional animated film had been absent from earlier CGI films of Disney's like movies, but technical achievements had been made easier to blend the two, combining the strengths of each. So when you watch this film and you look at a film like Chicken Little, you can really do see like the principles of animation there. You got squash and stretch, you've got a lot of like exaggeration movements. It's very fluid, like it's got a lot of like expressive motion and all that, and it's a very toony looking CGI film, and it's definitely at the time Disney's most toony looking film. And yeah, I absolutely love that. The background's just wow. Just look at the backgrounds and just wow. I also kind of like the lighting. It has this very bright, vibrant look to it in a way, and Disney are really improved. They really have. The character of Rapunzel is just, she is just so great and just entertaining. She's my favorite character in the whole film. She's a bit goofy, she's a bit klutzy, but you just root for her, and she's just a great character. And you know, her mother Gruffle, voiced by Donna Murphy, how she just keeps her locked in the tower. I love her song Mother Knows Best, how just that kind of toxic, you know how she only wants to use Rapunzel because she wants her hair's power, because the woman wants to be young, and the only way she wants to be young is so that if she keeps Rapunzel with her, and keeps like her hair the way it is in a way, the woman gets young, and just using that girl, it's like, oh my gosh, what a nasty woman, what a horrible woman. And Flynn Rider, he's a great, sidekick character, but I love his horse. His horse is just so great. The animation on that horse is just done really, really well. I flipping do love it. I love the songs as well. Like, I love Rapunzel and Zachary Levi's song when they're in the boat. I don't know what it's called, but it's such a lovely song. It's just so soothing. And yeah, I think it's called I See the Light. That's it. What a great song. I love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, there's been some controversy behind the whole title change of the film. When first put into production, we all knew that the film was named Rapunzel. It even had a logo and all that. However, the previous film, The Princess and the Frog, was really received well by critics and audiences alike. People loved and praised the heck out of that film, but it only made 270 million, which was not a successful film as Disney hoped it would be. So the producers decided that in order for the film to appeal to both genders and age groups alike, they changed it to Tangled, because if they named it as Rapunzel, they felt like, even though Rapunzel is a main character, they felt that Flynn, who's the guy dude, had just as an important role as Rapunzel, and even the mother in a way is in a way considered the main character. So Rapunzel isn't really the main character. I feel like she's in a way a MacGuffin because of her hair in a way, but all these characters just have, they all each have just as an important role as the other. So I felt, in a way, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But some people thought that, in a way, by not having the original title, but some people were not happy about this, because it's like, by changing the title, it's like they don't want to advertise that this is a girl film, it's a film for all. And it's like, I don't mind it. I think Tangled is a bit cool for an than Rapunzel, because guys will see it and be like, Rapunzel, ew, that's for girls. And they see Tangled, ooh, that's interesting. You've got 3 different characters. What's going on? I want to see this film. And yeah, I don't really get all that stuff. It's stupid. But I think for what they're doing, it worked. It flipping worked, because in a way, it did work. And in all honesty, well done, Disney, for doing that. Well done. I don't really have anything negative to say about this film. Otherwise, it can get a bit predictable and mediocre at times, It's like, it's a great film, don't get me wrong, it's a great film. But when you compare it to films like The Little Mermaid or Beauty and the Beast, heck, even Frozen, it just doesn't have that, oomph to it. It's quite hard to explain, but I just feel like, even if it's a good film, it's not a great film. It's just decently great. I'm gonna still give it an 8 out of 10. I'm gonna give it an A-. It's still beautiful to look at, but it's just not one of my favorites in a way. The songs are just neither catchy nor memorable, Apart from the song where they're in the boat and Mother Knows Best, like, I don't really like any of the songs. I don't think they're as good, but the animation, it looks beautiful. But thanks for watching this review. Am I wrong? Tell me in the comments down below, I don't mind. Like and share this video, comment down below, and always Boyded Review signing out.